When friends went to Mariah Towns for advice, as many often did, the 18-year-old recent high school graduate would tell him, "I fake it till I make it. Even if I don't know, I'm gonna act like I know." Hundreds of people gathered at Minor High Tuesday to remember Towns, her mother, 37-year-old April Watley, and siblings Reginald, R.J. White, 5, and Rosalind White, 2, who died tragically over the weekend. Many of those who met Tuesday for a vigil in the family's memory wore T-shirts bearing the advice Mariah always gave them. "We all loved Mariah so much," said close friend and classmate Xander Vaughn, who lived with Mariah's family for a brief time. "When she walked into the room, she was the most vibrant person. She left her mark everywhere she went." There has been an outpouring of support for the family. A GoFundMe to help with the funeral raised $38,563 and was closed by family for donations after more than the initial goal of $30,000 was raised. Arrangements have not yet been announced. The vigil began in the school's auditorium with more than a dozen family members among the hundreds of mourners, including Mariah's father, Mark Towns, and her grandmother, Pamela Watley Jackson. Jackson said the family has suffered a tremendous blow. Her daughter, Watley, was also a gifted artist, singer, writer and a strong Christian. "She loved her children, loved her family, loved the Lord," she said. She survived cancer, survived the death of another son, Ryan, who lived not even 15 days, and survived Rosalind being born unresponsive and told she only had 48 hours to live. "She was a fighter and she beat the odds. If it wasn't for the love of God and the power to pull us through," Jackson said, "we would not have made it through a lot of things." Minor High School principal Calvin Eaton organized Tuesday's vigil. "I know that we are all devastated by this loss and we sometimes find ourselves questioning God. But remember, the word tells us that God's grace is sufficient," Eaton said. "My heart is relieved to know that Mariah was a believer. I can't imagine how difficult things are for the family and everyone right now, but keep this truth close to your heart and you'll find peace in knowing that Mariah was a believer and her family as well." Adamsville Mayor Pam Palmer said she personally knew Mariah. "What an awesome young lady. If that young lady is not in heaven looking in the face of our Savior, we don't stand a chance. Those little ones as well," Palmer said. "This entire city, this whole community, is rallying behind you. How long will we be here on this earth? We don't know. We don't know the time. We don't know the date. We don't know the hour. The Lord is coming back to take all of us," Palmer said to Mariah's classmates. "We don't know how many minutes we have left. She made the best of her minutes here. Make the best of yours. You're our future." Mariah was a singer, actor and artist who graduated just days before the deadly crash.